Hello, Felix from Nintendo Life here, and today we're looking at everything we know about Pokémon Scarlet and Pokémon Violet. People seem very excited for these two games, also because the latest entry, Pokémon Sword and Shield, seemed to left a lot of people a bit disappointed. Well, first off, we know it's the new gen, Generation 9, and we basically know it's based in Spain and Portugal, or the Iberian Peninsula. We know this based on the architecture of the buildings, and we can also see a map in the trainer's house which has a striking resemblance to Portugal and Spain. You can even see at the top left how it's like almost identical to the actual thing. We also got to see what the starters looks like. So we have the grass cat Pokemon, Sprigatito, we have the fire croc Pokemon, Fuecoco, and we have the water duckling Pokemon, which is called Quaxly. Here the names of the starters are also under Spanish influence. So the grass starter Pokemon, it's called Sprigatito, and the last part, Gatito, means small cat in Spanish, or kitten. The fire croc Pokemon, Fuecoco, is a mash of two Spanish words. So Fue is a short version of Fuego, which means fire, and Coco is short for Cocodrilo, which means alligator, so it's like a fire alligator. It also looks striking like a chili, so that might have to do something with the fuego, like it's hot or something like that. And then the last one, Quaxly, if you take the first part, quack, in Spanish that actually means... Well, I don't know about you, but I'm Team Quaxly. Just look at the little fella. It's just a tiny Donald Duck. It's just really nice to see that everyone seems to have found a starter they like, where some like the grass cat Sprigatito, some like the fire croc Fuecoco, and some, like me, like the water duckling Quaxly. The starters are not the only thing taking Spanish influence. We also have the main protagonists, which have brown hair and school uniforms, and I myself are half Spanish, and that might be the reason why I look exactly like the main protagonist. We also know the names of the Generation 9 Pokemon games, which are Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, which is the first time since Generation 5's Pokemon Black and White that we're going back to naming the Pokemon games after colors, which I think is a massive plus. Now, one of the things they haven't revealed yet are the legendary Pokemon, and that might actually change my opinion on which of the two games I'm gonna get. But which of the games are you getting? As of now, I'm going Scarlet. Another thing that will also change depending on which of the two games you get are the trainers' outfits. As you see here, the colors match more to the representative Pokemon game they are featured in. From the trailer, it also looks like it's gonna be an open world game, which I think is amazing. It says on the website, and I quote, "With these new titles, the Pokemon series takes a new evolutionary step, allowing you to explore freely in a rich, expressed open world. Various towns blend seamlessly into the wilderness with no borders. You'll be able to see the Pokemon of this region in the skies, in the streets, in the forests, all over. You'll be able to experience the true joy of the Pokemon series, battling against wild Pokemon in order to catch them, now in an open world game that players of any age can enjoy." To me, that sounds like that's going to be very different from Gen 8, Sword and Shield, which had open areas, but as we know, wasn't open world. It seems more like it's going to be like Arceus, where you go and catch Pokemon like you want, and I think that's just so exciting to have a mainline Pokemon game be open world. But again, the text is very vague, so I wouldn't be completely certain that it's an open world game, but maybe it's just gonna be more like Sword and Shield. But what do you think of the text? Do you think it's gonna be open world, or is it gonna be more like Sword and Shield? Let us know in the comments below. Oh, another detail is that this game will be available with Pokemon Home, where basically you can transfer your old Pokemon from older games onto Pokemon Home, and from there you can transfer your Pokemon in to the new games. Unfortunately, it seems like not all 900 plus Pokemons from all of the previous generations are gonna be in this game, as it's listed on Serabi.net. I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry if I butchered that word, but it says each game that can receive Pokemon via Pokemon Home can receive only Pokemon that can be obtained in that particular game. To find out what Pokemon appears in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, please look forward to the release of those games. So yeah, not all Pokemon will be in there, but I also think that's alright. I know people want the full Pokédex, and I get that, but yeah, that could be good news or bad news. That really comes down to the person itself. I personally am very neutral in this situation, but I know that some people are going to be very upset. On the bright side, it looks like we're getting new textures on the Pokemon compared to Sword and Shield. And if we look at Sviper and Magnemite, we can see a huge improvement over the previous games. Now, the textures aren't the only thing that's getting an upgrade. We can also see that the art style is very different, where Sword Sword and Shield borrowed a lot from the 3DS predecessor, Scarlet and Violet look very different from anything other we've had in the Pokemon series. A bit more lifelike and realistic in some kind of way. I'm just really excited to see when the final game comes out, how much has improved since the last generation. Now this next thing is not certain, but if you take a look at this picture, it looks like battles are going to be open world and seamless, just like Pokemon Legends Arceus, which I think is a massive plus. Again, it's not certain at all, but it is something to take into account. And finally, we know that Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet are coming in late 2022. How crazy is that? We just got Pokemon Legends Arceus and now we're getting a brand new installation in the Pokemon series. People seem to be very split on this. Some people think it's too soon and some people think it's alright that Game Freak are just pumping out these games. I think it sparks a very interesting conversation between those two groups, but each one to their own. That was everything we knew about the Generation 9 Pokemon games, Scarlet and Violet. I myself am really excited to find out more about these games and learn if it's truly open world or not. But yeah, that was everything from me, Felix from Nintendo Life here, out.